Hi everybody, this is Gary Dean and this is our nightly video report for Wednesday, December 14th, 2016. So after getting stopped out of my first short trade a while ago, I've been kind of just sitting on the sidelines waiting for some type of risk-reward trade setup, and I have not seen one for quite some time because the market's just been trending higher. And one of the reasons why I've been saying I don't want to, just to jump long is that everybody was looking that way, and nobody was thinking that there was any reason for the market to go down, and we had the sell signals on almost all the charts. So when we have that, it's just not really the environment that I want to be taking a long position, and it hurts sometimes, especially when you see these moves that happen, over the last month, where it's just been nonstop, on the upside. It would be great to jump long, but the risk reward to me wasn't there because I had no technical reasons or just sentiment reasons to be able to be jumping long. So I took a trade today on the short side. I went a full position, and my reasoning was after the Fed announcement, we were kind of just bouncing around, and I was able to put a stop in place. So when I took the trade, the S&P was right around that 2272, and my stop was at 2278. So I was only risking 6 or 7 points to the upside, and my downside target is down here. So the risk reward was there on it, where if I was wrong and they were going to jump things higher, then it wasn't really going to be that much pain. But if it went down, then it could be setting up with a decent trade. So we're coming pretty close to my first target, which was 2243. And below that, then we're looking at the 2231. So if we get there, maybe what you can do is just put a stop in place, because it should get down to these levels. But like I said, what the market should do and what it's been doing, it really hasn't been paying attention to what it should be doing, and it's just been doing its own thing. So with that said, you don't want to get greedy on these, and if it comes down, to 2245 or something like that, or 43, maybe take a little bit off. If it comes down to 2231, take a little bit off and put a stop. And then really when we start getting to, these support levels, that's when you're even, at the 2231, you can start layering in on a long position. But what you do is you start building the long position when it's down here, with the expectations that we're probably going to be taking out these highs. So, that's really the thing. The bearish divergences are here. You can see the technicals are just starting to roll over. And really my target is going to be right around this 2245, 43 area. And if it opens below that, then we're looking at the 2231 as the next target, and then all the way down to the 2214. So if it continues lower, it's going to be a great trade that just the risk reward was there and we got into it, and it's not something that I'm marrying on the the short side. I think that this is going to be a buying opportunity, but it's just a matter of where it's going to turn. So those are my first targets are this 2245, 2231. Below that, then we're looking at the 2215. If we look at the 15-minute chart here, we had the bearish divergences in place here. This gap up to new highs, I've mentioned that it's been an omen for the bulls, and it's just another one that failed, and I've been pointing these out over and over. When they have these gap ups at the end of the rally, it's usually marks the top, and it did it again, where we went below the gap part, and we're below that now. So 2242 is a moving average right here, so it's also a 38% retracement. So that's right in that 2245, 2242 area that I was just talking about. And if it gets below that, that's when we're probably going to start looking at this the 2232, which matches up with the I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. Oh, the 23% retracement on the 60-minute chart. So that these are some target areas that where we may find some buyers coming in here. That's why I'm saying maybe take half off or a little bit off. and then put a stop at entry. So if you get, if you get stopped out on it, then, you still made some money. And if it starts taking out these levels, and you start looking at these lower levels here. So there's no reason to expect a bounce from a technical front. It doesn't mean that it can't happen, but right now I'm holding onto my position. You could put a stop at entry, so you're not risking anything. And, the Fed's behind us, so let's see what plays out. And again, I'm not marrying this position on the short side. I just think that we could get a pretty good trade out of it. So with that, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.